Well, I built a glory hole, kinda. Check it out. I use the word kind of because this isn't a traditional glory hole, which a traditional glory hole is a hole in the wall that typically a man will stick his penis into and someone on the other side will pleasure him. This is based off of the brothels in Prague, where a sex worker will be in a cavity in the wall and their lower half is exposed so paying customers can come in and pleasure themselves. This is based off of that. Those are generally permanent fixtures in some type of establishment or in a brothel. When I made this, I wanted it to be able to be similar to that. I wanted it to be somewhat collapsible so it could be transported around or moved around into other rooms or what have you. And first place to start is making the legs and the carcass of the structure. I ordered these casters that are typically used for when people build their own workbenches, but where instead of the caster itself locking, the way they work is you actually have a lever on them and you can kind of kick them up or push them down. When you kick the lever up, it raises up the caster and sets the leg of the box on the ground, and then you just push the lever down and it raises the leg off the ground. That way you can roll it around. There does get to be a point where I can no longer lift this thing up and bring it off the bench, and I have to incorporate the help of Mrs. Penguin. Thank you, dear. I wanted to build a storage area in the box for the accessories that come with it, so I just basically built a storage cavity area in the box. I mean, it's not hard, it's like walls and things. I'm just taking some 1/2-inch birch plywood and making they're gonna be 3 walls, the lid, and platform, and that's what's going on right here. I'm routing out the cavities for the hinges. That way when the panels drop down, they're gonna sit more flush against the sides. I have this thing about 25 inches, which is a perfect fit for most standard doorways. I told you Miss Penguin was gonna have to start helping me get this thing up and down off the bench. And of course we need to see if it fits, and thankfully someone my height will fit into it and someone her height will fit into it. Super sweet. Score! I need to build a hinge for the lid because with it not being incredibly tall on the top box part of it, getting in and out of it would be incredibly difficult no matter what someone's height is. So the hinge top allows you to open the top, someone can lay back down, close the top, and then start having fun. With the front of it being open, I needed to have a way that when somebody was in it, they could still be somewhat enclosed, but trying to make it more universal was presenting a unique challenge. Miss Penguin had a great idea to take a shower curtain liner, and I just kind of cut it to shape. I can hang it in there using a curtain rod. That way, when someone's laying in it, shower curtain liner can actually come down and cover them and make an enclosed space for them. And then the curtain can be removed to be cleaned off to keep things as sanitary as possible. Due to the shortness of the box, I had to get creative with how someone's legs could be somewhat comfortable sticking out of it. And at first I was going to do stirrups, but it started getting way too complicated. And I came up with eye bolts. That way you can clip on some thigh restraints and someone's legs can be positioned in it. I didn't get footage of the making of the restraints. Maybe I should do a video on making restraints sometime. Hey, what do y'all think? If you made this far in the video, let me know if you think I should do a video on making restraints. Anyways, I made those that way someone's legs can be restrained. Now, of course, what's a glory hole without holes in the side of the box so whoever's in it can be fed Twinkies or hot dogs or whatever. I mean, you can get hungry in there, I'm sure. She's the best, and she's my fucking unicorn. I love you. Thank you. She knows how much it helped me out, her painting, all that stuff. But now it's time for assembly. And everything went together pretty well. I didn't take into account the thickness of the paint, changing some of the tolerances, but I was able to make it still work. I had to like kind of fix a couple things. No big deal. I used a trifold gymnastics mat for the padding in it because trying to upholster it was not in the budget and I didn't have enough time to figure out how to upholster in it. So this mat, just like the shower curtain, can also be removed and it can be cleaned off for sanitary purposes. This was a project that I made for some friends of mine who have a local dungeon called Munches. Link in the description. So of course I had to add their logo onto it, and I had to add my logo onto it since I was the builder also. Originally we were going to do a QR code. Maybe if I... You gotta see if that works on the screen like that. Oh wait. It's upside down. Shit. Oh. That like that. Sorry. But trying to weed that out and get it applied would have been a huge undertaking because everything has to be, you know, lined up in. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I never thought in a million years I'd make something like this, but there you go. So here's semi-portable glory hole.